My name is Anton Pinkerton. I'm a senior in college. I'm a journalism major, and I'm addicted to being an elf. For me, I always have to be wearing my hat and my vest, of course. Um, and I always have to be preparing for Christmas. This all started for me around 6 years ago. I was in a really, really bad sledding accident at the Brooktown Mall. I have to make it up to the big man because I ran into him with my sled, my runaway sled. People don't understand why I always leave out milk and cookies every single night. My roommate says, "This is so wasteful. Why are you leaving out my milk and my cookies?" But what he doesn't get is I need to do this for Santa.
I think the hardest part about living with Anton is, I'm sorry, this is hard to talk about. When he's in the elf costume or his elf sona, I have to call him, he forces me actually, to call him Crinkle the elf. And I know that's ridiculous. I'm glad he's not around to hear me say that. I'll keep calling him Anton for this, but if he's in the elf outfit, elf costume, elf sona, whatever he calls it, and I don't call him Crinkle the elf, or if I forget the elf part, he gets really destructive.
Because he doesn't get me. He just doesn't get it. And that's fine. Because that's his problem. That's not me. So I like to get some of his stuff together. And this is just kind of like what I like to do. I like to take the batteries out. And I just kind of like to hide them. So he can't use his shit,
He will take the batteries out of everything for some reason and just throw them across the room. And it's hard. It's scary when he gets destructive like that. And he knows I'm trying to remember that it's Crinkle the elf.
So, and then after that, I feel pretty good. Not gonna lie, that feels really good.
When Anton first moved in, I guess, how do I put this? He was really into Christmas. And I was like, that's cool. It certainly brought a very jolly energy to the apartment. And I like Christmas too. I mean, who doesn't? But things really went downhill. That was the toughest day of my life, is when I called him Anton, and it was just a few days before Christmas. So he was really in the spirit. And I totally forgot. I just wanted the remote to turn on the TV, and a lot of things in this house broke that day. I met Anton actually on Craigslist because he was looking for a roommate, and it was in a good area. It's not too expensive. Hey, Crinkle the elf, how's it going? I see you got some new Christmas lights.
Fuck you!
Okay. What we talk about, Crinkle? Swearing's not the best. Crinkle?
Turn the camera off!
Yeah.
Turn the camera off!
Yeah, can we stop for a moment?
I will never change. I will never change this for anyone. I won't change it for my dirtbag roommate, Ryan. I would never do that. As far as I'm concerned, those milk and cookies are as good as mine. I don't care if he paid for them. They're Santa's, rightfully. I don't think there's anything wrong with what I'm doing. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking Ryan's stuff and turning it into toys. I don't think there's anything wrong with insisting that Ryan hangs up Christmas decorations in his room year-round. I think it's only fair. I mean, we live in this house together. I know it's his room, but it's in our apartment.